Hey, I just wanted to officially welcome you to Shaklee, and I'm so glad you decided to join me in my and partner with me in my Shaklee business. I've had a business for a really long time, like over 30 years, and I must say it is one of the best experiences that I've had, one of the most amazing personal growth experiences. And one of the things I have enjoyed probably the most is creating a wellness movement with other like-minded individuals and working together in collaboration to create an extra income stream for our family, but also to partner with a true wellness focus for our own personal wellness, our family wellness, and wellness of the lives that we touch. So I'm super passionate about making an impact, and I'm so glad you decided to be a part of that with me. So I've got a few notes here of things that I wanted to share with you about how to be successful in your Shaklee business. And I've got four key points that I want to share with you just so you can set yourself up for success with the right mindset, with the right outlook, and the right expectations with starting your business. So why did I decide to join Shaklee and do it as a business over 30 years ago? It was, for me, a big piece of it was freedom and flexibility. I really wanted to be able to be my own boss and have flexible work hours and work around my family's schedule. At the time, I didn't have a family, but I knew I was planning one. And then when I got pregnant with my daughter, I was like, wow, this really makes sense because I don't want to go back to a full-time 9 to 5 job. So I'm so grateful every day that I made that decision to join Shaklee and have that freedom and flexibility to work from anywhere and to work on my own timeline. And now I'm able to work remotely from Mexico and different, parts of the world because I took the time to build that business up. And, if that's something you aspire to doing, I really encourage you to, start now in a big way to create that sustainable income stream that'll pay you for the rest of your life anywhere in the world. So some things that you really want to remember or to pay attention to is, being clear about what is the income that you want to make. Is it an extra 1,000 a month? Is it 2,000? Is it 3,000, 5,000 plus? Maybe it's just an extra 500 a month. It doesn't matter where it is, what that income level is. We all focus on the same steps in our business. And the first step is changing brands to the products and loving and experiencing the products ourselves because we need our own personal story. If we don't have our own personal story, what's there to talk about? It's not authentic. So that is number one, that you become your own best customer. Now I'm talking changing brands to everything that Shaklee has. So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to get on the vitamins. Yeah, that's awesome. What about the cleaners? What about the skincare? Those are all things that you're going to buy somewhere else anyways. So change brands to Shaklee and be your own best customer. Then you have a story to tell about those product lines. And of course, you're going to experience way better wellness yourself. So I have a proven plan and a system that I've set up for my ambassadors that have partnered with me in my business. And if you follow that system, you will get results. If you stray off the system and start doing things your own way, that's fine. Just know that I can't, help you out with those results. And it's going to be really hard for me to coach you if you're doing a different system because I don't know that system. So I have spent a lot of time to create a nice streamlined process for ambassadors from start to wherever they want to be. And, it's really important that you are coachable and that you stick with that process that has been laid out for you because it really does work. And it's no sense reinventing the wheel. It's a lot more stress and work. So I highly recommend that you just really focus on, the areas and the step-by-step process that has been laid out and just trust that the process will work. And sometimes it seems a little crazy, and there's going to be some uncomfortable things that you're going to have to do, like maybe on social media, things like that. But it all has a bigger purpose. And if we don't step out of our comfort zone, we don't grow. So we need to do the things. We need to do the trainings. We need to do the activities daily. And I will lay out 5 activities for you to do each day. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can easily do this business in an hour, 2 hours a day max. And I do it more full time because that's my choice. But you certainly don't need to spend a lot of time to grow a business. So if you've got 10 or 15 hours a week, that is plenty of time to start a good business where you will You can create an income stream of an extra 1,000 plus a month fairly rapidly by following this system in 10 to 15 hours a week. And if you've got less time than that, that's fine. It might just take you a little bit longer. So, the other one is having a positive attitude. If we don't have a positive attitude about things, then everything is going to be reflected in, our energy and how we talk to people. So, is it going to be simple? Is it going to be easy? Not necessarily, but it's going to be a process that we will take together, and I will hold your hand and coach you and support you all the way along. But there is things that you're going to have to do, right? You're going to have to do the work, and you're going to have to do the daily activities. Like I say, they don't take a lot of time. But the main thing is that attitude, because if we don't have the proper attitude, then our energy's not right. And when we talk to people, they're going to go, wow, like she obviously doesn't really like what she's doing. And you repel people. So we're in the business of attracting people, not being pushy, salesy, but attracting the right people to us. And we do that by having our own energy right. So we really want to be, grateful for the company, grateful for the amazing products. The tools that the company offers are fantastic. And, just grateful and positive for the blessing that we have to be able to use Shaklee products and do this as a business. So, and then the other piece of it, of the next one, is sharing on social. So, I mentioned there might be some things that you're like, I don't really know that I want to do that. Well, do it anyways, and I promise you that it's worth it. It'll be worth the time. And I'm not talking about crazy things that you're going to have to do on social media. I'm just talking about being consistent and showing up on social media, and maybe sometimes being vulnerable, showing yourself, showing your life, because people want to know you. People want to do business with who they like, know, and trust. And, the more coachable you are and the more you follow the process, and it is a simple process, the more you follow it and be consistent with it, the faster results you're going to get. Um, and, whether I'm your upline sponsor or whether I'm like, there's somebody else that sponsored you personally, I will always be your upline Shaklee mentor and, your coach and your best cheerleader. And, I will always treat you as if you are like, a one-on-one sponsored person by myself, because you're all part of the extended Shaklee family. And I want you to always feel supported and welcome, and that you can reach out. Having said that, there will be some times that you will have questions that, or little questions like, is there gluten in this? Or what's the ingredients in that? Those are all things that you can find the answer to on the Shaklee Share app and in the back office of ca.shaklee.com. Or if you're from the US, us.shaklee.com. So in our back office, which you can access from the Share app, you will find answers to most of those things. So little questions about product details and things like that, I would prefer you to find the answer on your own, which is exactly what I would do if you message me and said, "Oh, does this product have this ingredient?" I would have to go search that and look it up, because there's no way that with over 350 products that we're going to know off the top of our head the ingredients and everything. And we don't need to be the walking billboard or expert on things, because then we're not duplicatable. So I really caution you to not feel like you have to be the expert and know everything. Just try your own products, have your own personal story, and jump in and follow the process about how to start sharing, but doing it in the system that has been laid out for you. Okay, so I'll add you to my group chat thread, and where we will have interaction, things that come up for you, questions, and if you want to share a tip or a tool or a success story, that's great. We'll have a weekly coffee chat, and that will be open for everybody on the team to hop on to ask your questions. And one-on-one coaching is available for those that are really ready to move forward. So if you are, just want to make an extra 500 or so a month, and you're not really focused on big growth in your business, and maybe that's not where you're at, but if you are focusing on growing to 1,000 plus a month income, then the one-on-one chat's available for you on a Zoom call anytime you need some extra support. And really what it's about in Shaklee is leaning into the business. It's like doing the activities, doing the work, gaining the discipline of doing the daily things. And if you're struggling in an area, you can go back and watch a training because there's a training on everything. Yeah, I'll help you one-on-one. Send me an email. This is a homework assignment for you. What I'd really like you to do in the next 24 hours is to write down your why. What is your reason for wanting to have a Shaklee business? What is it that you were hoping to gain from having a business? Is it income related? Is it wanting to help people? Is it, making a bigger impact on other moms that maybe want to be able to stay home with their children? What is it for you? Maybe it's retirement income. Whatever it is, what is your why? Write it out really, really clearly. And, make sure there's emotion in there. It should really tug at your heartstrings when you write that why out, because if it's not attached to emotion, then it's not really going to motivate you. So when you write that why out, I'd love it if you could email me a copy and also one to your upline sponsor if I'm not your upline sponsor within the next 24 hours. And that's your first assignment, because I want to know what's important to you and how to best support you in your business, and why you're doing what you're doing is a big piece of it. Because if we don't know our why, every sacrifice is too high to pay. So that is a really most important stepping stone. So thanks for watching this longer video than I planned, and welcome to Shaklee.